You're tuning in to Past Our Prime, a show powered by Squadlocker.
Here are your hosts, retired Astros minor league star Tip Fairchild and former Patriots All-Pro center Dan Copen.
Episode 20. Hello, everybody. That's Tip closest to the camera.
Looking huge, and I'm not.
I think it's our signature look. You're closer, and it fades me in the back, and I look a little bit better. Episode 20, Past Our Prime, coming at you.
Who was your favorite number 20 athlete? Can you think of any?
Gary Payton was 20.
I was going to say
right?
Gary Payton's the only one I can think of.
Gary Payton was 20. Was Posada 20?
He might have been 20.
I think Jorge Posada
was Barry Sanders?
20.
Okay, so Barry Sanders, Peyton. By the way, some good 20s.
Who else? Peyton. You said Peyton?
No. Did I say Peyton?
I thought you just said Peyton.
I might have said Peyton. No, Gary Payton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I was thinking first name. All right, yeah, all right.
Wow. Hello.
All right.
Hey, everybody.
That was a good, Barry Sanders. I go with Barry Sanders.
Okay. Barry Sanders, Gary Payton. That works. There's a French bulldog staring at me.
I would like confirmation, Max, on
tilts.
Jorge Posada, because if I get that one, then that's pretty.
Gotta be.
Barry Sanders is the top of the list.
Yeah. Jorge Posada.
Best athletes who wore number 20.
This could take a while.
No, Max is usually pretty quick on this.
Barry Sanders, Ed Reed.
Yeah. Ed Reed.
Ed Reed.
Dawkins.
Ed Reed was nasty.
Is this a new segment? What's your favorite number?
That's That's actually not that bad, because I mean when we played Baltimore, Tommy and Bill all week. Where is Ed? Where is Ed? He needed to know where Ed Reed was on the field at all times, because even if you throw a ball, you can look him off one way and think you're looking him off. He was that good of an athlete where he could recover. So he would come over to the sidelines, talk to his backup quarterbacks, talk to whoever the offensive coordinator was at the time, and be like, all right, and they track him every goddamn play. He was one of those guys that he could make a play out of anything.
Didn't Belichick love Ed Reed?
Everybody did.
Yeah, why did everybody love Ed Reed?
Because he just played the game hard.
Yeah.
He was smart. He was fast. No plays off type of deal. He was a nasty, nasty player.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so maybe he's our top
good.
20.
He's number 2 on the ranking.
Number
That's
2
good
on
too.
the ranking.
Sanders. You can't eclipse
Sanders.
Barry Sanders. So Ed Reed's a good second.
Yeah, third is Brian Dawkins, followed by Ray Allen.
Yeah, so this was Talking Numbers with Tip and Dan today.
Nice.
We have a quiz coming up today. People loved the spelling bee, obviously. That was
fun.
An all-timer. We don't have a challenge, on it for what are we going to do. I've been talking about getting a tattoo, so maybe that's going to eventually be it someday.
Maybe some of the primers will.
Some of the primers need to chip in and
We did the
let us know
nose.
what this the loser of this contest needs to go do. Can't be crazy, though.
No.
I mean,
Tattoo's pretty crazy.
We've done some crazy stuff. I mean, we've done.
Technically, you have. I've just given you money.
You've only paid, and I've had to do the hard things.
You really have.
We're riding pretty hard still, by the way, for all the people that were motivated and really excited. We just had an employee in here say, "Hey, I need you guys to do another Peloton challenge because that got me going for a month and a half."
Yeah, but I just can't spend 2 to 3 hours a day on the bike anymore.
You know why?
It was affecting other parts of my life.
Well, it's getting beautiful out.
It is nice.
And it's nice to be on the range for a little while. Dan's wearing shorts today.
Yeah.
He's doing shorts. We both have our golf shoes on right now.
You never know.
That's a telltale sign that we're ready to go hit the range somewhere.
You never know. But here's another question. What's crypto? Because there's been a lot of headlines. Dogecoin. What is this?
So as you notice, we all have our laptops out right now because we're actually just scrolling Twitter, seeing what's happening in the world right now. Because there's not a lot going on in terms of sports and some events. So we're going to hit a couple topics, but I don't understand cryptocurrency.
You said you did. You did.
No, I can talk about it, and I can tell you that I don't understand it. But I'll watch a Instagram video where there's somebody that buys what do you call them? Storage containers, and then they fill them with computers, and each computer makes $35 a day, and they'll get 200,000 computers. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Do you know what it means, Max?
I do, but I'll sound like an idiot explaining it.
All right, well, just
I've read a couple articles.
Give us the idiot's version quick.
Yes.
From what I understand, a lot of it has to do with the blockchain, and a lot of it has to do with a lot of equations that can't be solved by the human mind. So, like Bitcoin mining, like you said, they buy these buildings and they fill them with supercomputers. These supercomputers are actually doing all the computations and finding the solutions in the blockchain to mine that Bitcoin out. That's what I understand it as.
No clue.
So you didn't explain to me at all what Bitcoin was.
No, we don't.
They're mining something
Does
imaginary.
anybody know what it is?
And is there?
All right. So I get like intellectual property, right? You create something and think of something, that's yours, but you're making something up out of thin air.
Yeah.
And I get you can trade shit and give something value.
I don't know if you can.
I don't know what this thing is. I don't know if you can trade it either. I know you can buy it on the stock market now or something like that.
I think you can buy like coin-based stuff. You can. I don't think you can buy like a piece of a big.
Can't
by the
buy
way,
a fridge
Bitcoin's like
with it.
$65,000 too. By the way, right? Like per Bitcoin.
I'm so confused.
No, we're so confused. But I do know that Dan, you and I missed out on Dogecoin, which from what I've heard was a joke on Bitcoin that a bunch of people bought. And because it's all of a sudden taken off, it's literally turning people into millionaires overnight that like had no business.
I don't know. And then I heard Brady and Peyton and Eli are getting in NFTs.
I don't know what that is either.
Non-fungible tokens.
Yeah.
What does that mean, Max?
People are crazy.
I've again read articles on it. Probably couldn't put those words to.
So we've got to figure out what blockchain is. You might know what blockchain and Bitcoin is just an imaginary piece of.
So this is a good question. So let's go back to when like the U.S. currency came out. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
dollar. Yeah, the dollar.
The mint.
So we went from like shells and rocks and things to something, like a gold-based
It's
system.
tangible.
I know, but it's still the same thing. Oh, it's like it's a piece of paper that we're saying is worth something because there's gold backing it. I don't think we're on the gold system anymore.
Correct. We were, but I get what you're saying. Yes.
You know what I mean? So
Yes.
like at one point that seemed crazy also. So creating a currency is crazy, I think is what we're trying to get to here. But Dan and I don't know what
you're creating an imaginary currency, though.
It is. It is. But except for that guy. Remember the guy that has the
I think there's a difference between imaginary and digital.
yeah.
Thanks,
digital
Max.
is imaginary for us.
I can get email on this thing. That's pretty much
That's
where it stops.
But there is that guy though that has that little zip drive or whatever it is, little thing,
was gonna say
and there's
that.
like billions of dollars on it in Bitcoin, and he only has 10 chances to guess the password, and
Shut up,
he's at
really?
8. Yeah,
No way.
It's like 60. Isn't it like? Is it 60 billion or something like that?
Let me find
It's
out.
outrageous.
Does he have like clues to the password?
He has no idea.
No, that's
He has
250 million.
250 million. Imagine if it was 60 billion. What an idiot I am. Like the 250
not
million
worth
works
it.
though.
It's not worth it. I don't really want to try for 250.
No, so imagine being that guy. What would you do, Dan? Like, so that he can't remember it all. So do you guess and then just forfeit it, or do you just always leave it there and know that your guess is right or wrong?
I'm gonna
You're
guess.
leaving 250 million on the table.
I'm gonna guess and move on.
Okay, I think I'm
gonna go 10 quick guesses and just move on.
But would you
because it's not worth it.
take that final guess for like years because you're like maybe it'll pop in my head one night in the
Yeah,
middle
but
of the
it's
night?
not gonna pop. He has no idea. He has no clues. He has
Yeah.
no reason to think that
Yeah.
it's somewhat gonna pop in. It's gonna be like
I worry about this like with like 401k sometimes. I'm like, that's not like, what if I forget to log in? Like, where is it? So I feel the same pressure that this guy's feeling. But it's not for $250 million.
no.
So
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
I you know what? Maybe next time we should do a little bit of research,
yeah,
figure out what blockchain is,
definitions. Yeah.
Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and NFTs.
Coinbase stuff.
But do you actually get a coin? Is there a physical token?
That's what I like. Remember, so casinos, when you used to go into casinos, and now it's like a digital card that you put in and says, like, $100, right?
Do you really? You get a digital card now?
Well, it's like people wear them around their neck and they like put them in. It's like a credit card.
It's been a while since I've been into a casino. Then,
well, I remember the first time I went to one. It was in.
I just go to the ones that give you chips.
Oh well, I'm talking like a slot machine where I literally the first time I ever did a slot machine, I went and got like. I took money and I was like, "Can I get tokens?" Like I put the thing in, pull the lever down.
Okay,
you don't do that anymore.
I don't do slots.
I don't either. That was the first time I ever had gambled, and I was like, "What do I do?" I have no idea. So.
And do you pull the lever still?
I don't think you press like buttons.
Imagine people going in and pulling the lever during COVID.
Oh, just germ city on those handles.
People would just be looking at thing like
so
devil eyes and
casinos there's a lot of people touching things in there. So I'm assuming that's been a COVID hotbed. But COVID's going away. I feel that's a poor statement. COVID feels like the world's opening up. We talk about this almost every episode now, but it's getting busier in here. There's things going on. We got people all over the place. We got people going crazy out here right now in the office. There's a kid in here.
And a dog.
Yeah, there's a kid in here. There's a dog in here. So there's a lot happening. Like, people are freeing up a little bit. Still masked, social distance. But
a lot of states have opened it up over 16.
Yeah, restaurants are a little bit more busy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but all right. If you, this isn't to go political. This isn't to create a big debate. If you get a vaccine, right, why do you still have to wear a mask?
I get it. Well, because there's no indicator that you're wearing it or not. This is Songbird. Songbird, I said, I wanted to watch. You get the bracelet, right. And then you knew.
I don't care about the bracelet. It doesn't matter. It's like a country of free will and choice, right? You can go where you want. You can do where you want. It doesn't matter if you have a bracelet on, a Whoop band on, or anything, right?
I get it.
If you have a vaccine and you can't get it and you can't spread it, why can't you go into a restaurant normally and sit down without a goddamn mask?
Yeah. This guy's been on the wanting to do that for a long time now.
Haven't we all?
Well, you know what? No, but I mean, it's also about those smaller businesses too, gyms, restaurants, all that stuff. And those restrictions are still there.
Right.
But if you have people vaccinated, fill those goddamn things up. Let's go.
Fill them up. 16 and over.
It's been over a year where those business owners have been struggling.
I know.
It's about time to just move on.
I got you.
And if you don't want the vaccine, great. That's your choice. No problem.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to let Dan go right now. He's ready to go. Hang on. Did somebody grab his soapbox?
At some point, you just got to get back to living.
Okay. I'm with you. I'm with you on it, Dan. Max, are we ready to do a quiz?
Let's do a quiz.
The question is, are you guys ready?
So, can you explain the quiz for us, Max?
So, right now...
People like it when we do this stuff because they realize, how... I don't think they realize how hard it is. These little things that are like ask a second grader are hard sometimes. Because right now, my first grader is doing flashcards, and I sometimes stump myself on some of these flashcards.
Oh, yeah. No,
they're hard. All right, I'm ready.
So, I got a website in front of me, and it's got all these different levels of questions based on different topics. So right now we are in history, and we can start off at whatever grade level you guys want. What are you thinking?
You pick the grade level.
Let's start fourth.
All right.
Oh, that is high.
Fourth.
All right. Do we want to do a snake draft kind of thing, or is it first with the first answer? Slap the table.
Let's start with you.
Yeah, we'll go one at a time. We'll make it easier.
All right, and then you can steal his points if you.
And then
if he gets
figure
it wrong.
out.
Okay. And you can,
are we going to a certain score?
You have the digital scoreboard behind you, Max.
Are we going to a certain score, or are we just going to go until someone feels dumb enough?
What do you think?
First to five.
First to five.
And then we'll just see how it goes. Because we might ad lib off of these questions.
Let's get a sample question.
Sure.
Yeah,
sample question.
One sample question each.
Wait, is this a sample or is this live?
This is just a sample question.
Sample,
I'll give the answer.
All right.
Who wrote the national anthem of the United States? This is fourth grade.
Francis Key.
Yeah. Wow.
Scott, right?
Francis Scott Key.
Francis
I wouldn't.
Scott Key.
I would have given it to you. You don't need the middle name.
Do you like that one?
Yeah, I got the Scott though.
That's pretty good that I got
Teamwork.
that.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I wouldn't have gotten it, honestly.
Okay.
All right, Dan, your first
so
question.
Dan's first question. We're ready.
Fourth may have been a little bit too hard.
What ancient civilization built Machu Picchu in Peru?
Oh, the Incas.
You got it.
Oh my God. Yes, that was unbelievable. There wouldn't have been a chance in hell that I got that right. All right,
Saw you starting to go,
we should just do this all. This should be.
people love this.
Let's just do quizzes.
Come on, let's go, Max. Hit me with it.
All right. Speaking of ancient civilizations, what is the ancient Egyptian writing system called?
Hieroglyphics.
You got it.
Nice.
Oh my God! Stop it here. Stop it here. We're done.
Can we move on from ancient civilizations?
Ancient
please?
civilizations, we've moved on. We are now in who did the United States buy the territory of Louisiana from?
They bought it from the French.
It was called the Louisiana Purchase.
Correct.
And they still are in French.
Is that what
Quarter.
happens?
The
Is
French
that what
Quarter
you
down
call
there?
when you buy something? It's a purchase.
Yes, that's what it's called.
The fleu de what is it? The fleu de
I don't know. I don't know where you're going with that
the
one.
Saints logo.
Oh, fleur-de-lis.
That's
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
Fleu de lis. Fleu de lis.
Last question for fourth grade history is tip.
Yep.
The Battle of Gettysburg was fought during which war?
Civil War. Yeah.
I think these are getting
That's
too easy.
so easy.
I was waiting for like what state, which generals. Like I could take you down a whole path on that.
Well, we'll bump. You like history?
Yeah.
All right, we'll bump it up to fifth grade.
Okay.
We'll keep it in
I
history.
like history.
Is it back to me?
No.
No,
Oh, no, it's back to okay. It's Dan. Yeah, we didn't snake draft it.
you're never gonna get this one.
Why?
This is it.
Why-
What was the last
what's that?
name of? What was the name of the last Queen of France?
I mean, there's like a couple.
I'm just gonna go with Catherine.
No, Marie Antoinette.
Damn it! Did she get beheaded?
Something happened to her.
She got beheaded.
I think she got beheaded, and she's the one that said, "Let them eat cake."
Yeah. Maybe.
This feels like a T-shirt.
I think it is.
Okay. All right. So Dan missed. Okay. All right. Come on. Damn it. Let's
right.
go.
Tip.
Yep.
The region known as the Fertile Crescent is located in the present day blank.
It's located in the present day.
You know it?
I think so.
All right. He's going to steal it.
Crescent. Present day. Is it the Nile River somewhere?
I'm not going to give it to you. Wrong continent.
Okay. You want to steal?
Is it the Middle East?
Oops.
No. Which one was it?
It was right. Sorry. Hit both buttons.
Yes.
That's a big steal. That was a big steal. I was thinking it was. I needed.
You were
I needed
really
to get,
close.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I missed.
Wrong continent.
That hurt. So wow. So
Just.
you could take like a 2-point lead right here.
All right. Tip.
No, it's back to Dan.
Stan.
Yeah.
The modern day city of Istanbul was known by what name in the 13th century?
Constantinople.
Wow. Did you go to history class? This is amazing. These are not easy.
No.
Go ahead.
All right. In which decade did Hong Kong revert from British rule?
Decade. Pick one.
I was gonna, like, can we say century instead?
Do you want a hint? It was
No,
relatively recent.
don't tell me no.
Really?
No.
Relatively.
No, 'cause
relatively is a vague term.
I was gonna
though.
say
In history? Of course.
Was it the 1700s?
No,
The 1800s? Which decade?
I was gonna
in
say
those?
this. I was gonna say the 70s. Does Dan get a chance to steal?
Dan,
I'm gonna go with.
can you give me the year?
the year?
Yeah.
No, you can pick decades.
Well, he gets
still.
10 chances on a decade,
Yeah.
and I get one. No, screw that. I'm gonna go with the 90s.
Yep. 97.
That's ridiculous.
You want to stop here?
We can keep
No,
going.
we're gonna
All right,
keep
we'll
going.
change this. We'll change the subject
I feel
over
like
to
this
science.
is gonna. People are gonna like this. So let's see.
You want science or geography?
Are we giving people?
They're gonna
enough-
like it because the first half of it was crap.
Are they going? Here's the question: Are people going to be laughing at this, or are they going to have enough time, Max, to answer the questions on their own? We're not answering too quickly, are we?
I don't think so.
Jeopardy.
No.
Okay.
Dan might be.
All right. Well, I mean,
Constantinople.
Hey.
All right. Come to. Is it me?
It is you.
Okay.
This
Whoa.
we've moved
No,
on to.
No. I stole that
Oh,
one
you
from you.
stole
Oh
it.
my
You stole it again.
I stole
Yep.
that from you.
All right, we've moved on to
I didn't
geography.
get a chance to steal Marie Antoinette. By the way,
Would you have
but
gotten it?
Probably.
Well, do you want a freebie?
No, I wouldn't have got it. I'm not even close. I was going to say Victoria.
That's a good guess.
All right, geography, 4th grade.
Oh.
Dan, where is the largest desert in the world located?
Located. Egypt.
Yep.
Gosh. You haven't missed, except for Marie Antoinette. Come on, let's
All
go,
right.
Max. I got to get hot.
Which country is largest in size?
Which country? Russia.
Yep.
Good one.
Yeah, thank you.
I was hoping you were going to say Antarctica or something like that.
I was thinking Asia for a second. All right.
Going to the 7.
Yeah.
How many kingdoms are part of the United Kingdom, Dan?
Ooh, I know this one. I actually don't, but
I'm going to go with 3.
Tip?
I hate your facial expression for that because I was going to say 7, but I'm going to go with 4 now because it seemed like he was just off.
I was going to go with 2.
Yes. Damn it. All right. Okay, now it's me.
What are the 4?
England, Northern Ireland, Scotland, and Wales.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
All right. It's you?
Yep.
The United States and Mexico are separated by which river?
Oh, come on.
The Rio Grande. Well, give me the ding. That was huge.
I get 4 kingdoms and United Kingdom, and he gets a Rio Grande.
I'll give you an underhand one. What is the southernmost continent called?
Oh, Jesus.
You should get this.
The southernmost continent?
Yeah.
It's got to be Antarctica, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought. Yeah, but it's
softball.
Yeah, but sometimes maybe it's so easy, it's too easy, where you overthink it.
All right, so we're going to 9 now. So let's go. We're almost there.
7 to 5.
We're almost there.
You want me to switch it up? I'll do. Let's change it.
switch
We'll
it
do
up.
science.
Oh yes, do that, Max.
5th grade science.
That's going to be pretty hard.
Yeah.
Is that table of element time?
Periodic table.
Yeah.
No, not that yet. Not that
Table
yet.
of elements.
Table of
Table of elements. All right.
Yes, it's the table of element time.
All right, go ahead. Table of elements.
All right, 5th grade science.
Yep.
Tip. Animals without backbones are known as what?
Amphibians. What? Is that not right?
It's not right.
Do you want to take the
Sound like invertebrates or something?
Amphibians?
Invertebrates.
invertebrates?
What's an amphibian?
Invertebrates.
I don't know. I think like frogs and stuff, ones that live in the
I
water.
guess they have a backbone.
Wrong.
Okay.
You're just wrong.
All right.
Amphibians are the ones that can live in land and water.
That's the one.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. Frog dissection day. I didn't show up.
Come on.
Yeah.
The next question was the amphibian one, so we'll skip that.
All right.
The Earth, Dan. The Earth is at least how many billion years old?
Oh, God.
He's got no shot on this.
No shot.
And I'm going to blow your mind in a second, too, once I answer this correctly.
I'm going to go with 7.
360 billion. But you know what I can do, Max? You ready?
You sounded
You
confident.
ready for that? Do you know the planets in order?
I'll give you extra points.
My very energetic mother jumped straight up near Pluto. We're going to count Pluto because I learned it in 3rd grade. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto.
Congratulations. You don't get a point for that.
Okay. All right. Nailed that.
That was good, though. Is that the one thing you held on to in that science class?
I just remember I had to make one of those, you know, you paint like a ball, like a styrofoam ball, and you do all the planets.
Nice.
Yeah. There you
Sure,
go.
it came out lovely.
3rd grade.
It's your turn?
Yes.
All right, move down to math.
Okay.
No
pen?
No pen.
Okay. That's going to be tough. You got to use our head?
No, this not too bad. A hexagon has how many sides?
6. Stop sign. Boom. This is going to be too easy for Dan to take number 9 right here. I do get a chance to
I can't
steal.
give this one to Dan.
Got to win by 2.
A father has 7 daughters and $100. If he wants to give each daughter an equal amount of money, rounding to the nearest dollar, how much does each daughter get? 7 daughters, $100.
7 daughters, $100. And you can't give change?
Yeah, rounding to the nearest dollar.
So it would be 14.
You got it.
Yeah.
See,
Good math.
7 times 14 equals 98, right?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I had that in my head too, but okay. I get a
You
chance
you might
to get
have
this
had it.
right, and then okay, go.
All right. Tip.
Good thing we didn't bet a tattoo on this because I was about to. All right.
Tip. You collect 48 pieces of Halloween candy. 48 pieces.
Yep.
Your parents say that you can eat 2 per day, plus an extra piece on Saturdays and Sundays.
Oh,
How many weeks till you finish all of the candy?
No way! Now you gotta write that down, Max.
Go ahead. I'll give you
No, I'm not gonna write it down. 48 pieces. I get to eat 2 a day.
2 a day.
So there's
1 extra
5
on
days,
Saturdays and Sundays.
So 5 times. That's,
You're just going to do process of elimination right now.
what am I trying to do?
How many weeks is it going to take you
3
to
weeks.
eat? Yep.
Yeah. Got it. Easy.
was
See that
good.
math? That was problem solving 101 for you right there,
It
Dan.
was like, it's not 1,
No, I
4
knew-
is too much. It's 2 or 3.
10
I'm going to go
10 pieces during the weekdays. You know, like so 3 weeks there. That's 30 pieces. I figured, with the
Yeah,
extra
and then
pieces.
you get 6 days and then the 3.
Yeah,
That's
there you go.
That's good.
Good math.
All right. So we've moved on all the way down the list, and now we're in miscellaneous.
Okay.
Is it Dan? Dan.
It's Dan.
The deepest part of the world's ocean is found in where?
Oh, it's found in, it's the trench thing. It's in the
It's
Atlantic Ocean.
It's in Transformers.
What's it called?
I'm gonna get this. The
He's got to answer first.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, it starts with an L. The Atlantic Ocean doesn't count?
It's not in that ocean either.
It isn't? Damn it. It's some trench. Yeah.
Him. It's in Transformers. They drop the Decepticons.
Oh, you
down
got the
there.
answers right. Perfect.
Not Liberian. The
The
Langevin Trench or something like that.
The Mariana Trench.
Oh, we were way off. So close.
Man, how deep is it?
find
20,000 leagues under the sea.
The Mariana Trench is 124 miles deep.
Okay.
No, that's
pretty
not
deep.
right. That doesn't seem right.
Really?
35,000
35,000 miles.
feet.
Oh, okay. 35,000. Okay.
Yeah.
So-
All right.
It's like the cruising
Yeah.
altitude of a jetliner.
Got it. All right. Hit us with another one,
All right,
Max.
one
One
more.
each.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter who goes first
Let's see.
because I already won.
Other than water, the most consumed beverage in the world is blank.
Coffee. Beer.
I'm going on a super outlier right here. I think
Go.
it's vodka.
Lemonade. Cranberry juice.
Pepsi?
It's tea.
Tea? Yeah, okay. Vodka was a good guess.
It definitely was during COVID quarantine.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I get one more?
Yeah. What's
Okay.
the minimum age to be a U.S. president?
45. It's definitely 35. It's 35.
It was, but you
Yeah.
put the wrong answer.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, so that was trivia with Tip and Dan. Like, we're actually decent.
No, I was shocked.
You won, but I mean, I think that we need to go back and forth math, science more. We hung in on geography probably a little too long, but we might have to do that again, Dan. It's a good time.
Yeah, that was fun. All right, we're going to have James Silva coming up. James is the president, correct? President of Little Rookies.
Youth baseball.
Youth baseball. They are empowering children through baseball, ages 2 to 6. So they're getting kids out there learning the game, getting them out running around, fitness, physically, mentally, and trying.
Keep young kids playing baseball.
Yeah,
Keep them playing sports.
baseball's
Like, this
got
is a baseball softball one, in general, but like keep them playing sports.
just anything.
America's pastime.
It is America's pastime. Then we'll talk to James about this and the challenges maybe that he has getting people out. I have to think like lacrosse is a big competitor for you guys.
Yeah, I don't know if it's taken. It feels like it's taking longer for lacrosse, but I like lacrosse. Like I think lacrosse is a good sport. People have always been like, "Oh, they're going to take away everybody from baseball. It's so much more fun. It's so much more active." Yeah, it's cool to watch, but like it hasn't like taken the same pop that I thought it would. It is coming though, but there's still a lot of kids playing baseball.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, baseball's all over the place. So how do I buy uniforms, Dan?
Well, we're going to go through Squadlocker, and if you have ever had to get creative with how to handle replacing a lost jersey or help a kid get a uniform when your order is past due. Maybe they close that shop a little bit early. Are you tired of handing out gear, managing orders, and stashing boxes in the basement? Squadlocker is here to change your life. Through our custom online store, you can offer a mix of custom sublimated, printed, and embroidered uniforms, plus team gear and spirit wear, all in one spot. Your always open store can serve coaches, players, parents, fans directly, and it's on demand, open 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, and it's going to show up right at that player's doorstep, so you don't have to worry about collecting sizes and getting that order, and then you got to bring the team back together and then pass everything out again. So Squadlocker is going to save you time so you can concentrate on some more important things, maybe spending more time with your family.
Maybe mentoring teams and kids and coaching.
Maybe you got more time to prepare for that maybe you're a teacher. Maybe you're a teacher and a coach. Maybe you got more time to prepare for that class. Maybe you have more time to hunt and fish.
Maybe you just want to go play golf. Right? Like, hey, save 4 hours on that spreadsheet you would have done. Like, that's what we do. Give people more time to coach, mentor, live.
Yep.
I think that's a commercial that's on the Bruins games right now, from what I've heard. So, www.squadlocker.com/suitup. SUITUP.
To learn more, and now let's talk to James.
Okay. Like we said, we just got done our quiz, our trivia quiz.
And I feel smarter. I feel smarter. I think the ad read may have taken me down a few notches. I'm going to have to work on that, but
we learned that you can
quiz,
read words off a page. So it's good.
The quiz went well. I'm happy with the quiz.
Perfect. So we've got James Silva on right now. He is the president of MS. What is it again, James?
MS Little Rookies.
Little Rookies, right? You've got the logo.
Yeah, we go by Little Rookies. MS Sports is our
is like the parent company, kind of.
Yeah, that's right.
Got it.
Right. We're super excited though. It's our way of empowering children through baseball. So we're super excited. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons we wanted you, right? So we have a lot of our sales group and a lot of our people kind of bring us, groups that Squadlocker reps are working with. And when I saw your mission in youth baseball 2 to 6, I'm a baseball. I mean, baseball is my passion, my sport. I played it professionally, like we just talked about. I love seeing Little League fields full of kids and playing. And there's a lot of kids that are getting pulled into different sports and doing stuff, which I agree with. I don't think you should specialize in anything. But keeping the game growing and keeping kids excited about it, it feels like that's exactly your mission. And that's why we wanted to talk to you. So what are you seeing right now, in terms of, are kids excited to play baseball? And is that like what you're really trying to do with your goals at Little Rookies?
Right. We're super excited. The way that we see it, you can give a gift to a child, right? You can give them a toy, you can give them a ball, but we're giving the gift of knowledge, right? We're teaching them the game of baseball, and that's going to empower them throughout their whole life. Now they're a baseball player, we teach them how to throw, we teach them how to hit, how to run the bases, and after just 1 hour, they're bought in. They're baseball players. They're excited to go tell their friends or family. So, that's what we're looking for when we're running the program. We're super excited to have the opportunity to be the first introduction to baseball. That's the goal. The goal is to have it fun. All of our programs have colorful equipment, super lightweight, plastic, rubber balls, really compatible for the toddlers. But they're still learning baseball, right? and the achievement, the excitement of making a big hit. The plastic on plastic sounds like a big hit.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's fun to see the kids' faces light up and run to first, run after dad waiting for him at first. So it's super exciting. We love the opportunity to be out there every weekend with kids.
How many times do they run to third is the question.
I'm thinking ages 2 to 6, and you definitely are their first.
That is young.
You're the first introduction, and 2, 3, even 4. I gotta say, that's got to be complete chaos out there for the coaches that are volunteering probably their time to help them out, but just straight comedy for the parents watching.
It is. It's an event. It's a show. It's fun. We overstaff. Of course, we have to. We also, so for our 2-year-olds, it's a parent and me class. Okay. So the parents are included. They know their child best. If they need an extra break time to go get a snack, down in San Antonio, we're big on breakfast tacos. So, our one of our little ones had to go take a breakfast taco break.
And I love breakfast tacos.
Yeah, breakfast taco break. We did breakfast taco breaks in the minor leagues too. So just in the middle of the game.
Probably better.
And they threw them in like a slingshot in the stands.
See, James, we're up in the Northeast right now. I think you guys got better tacos down there than we do up here.
Tex-Mex for sure. You're in the spot for it right down in San Antonio, you said, right?
Right. It's a religion down here. It's a battle, Austin and San Antonio, who's got better tacos. So,
So I played, when I was in AA, I played for the Corpus Christi Hooks, and we used to play the San Antonio Missions. Were they still affiliated with, it was the Padres then, I think. Are they involved with Little Rookies at all? Do you guys see any of them, or do you go to the games? Is that still happening down there?
So not yet. Matter of fact, we're actually based out of San Diego. So we originated out of San Diego. So we have a better partnership with the Padres. Mm-hmm. So we've done Little Rookies Day out there, and all the parents got to come to a game, and it was a good time. But we're wanting to do that, of course, across the U.S. We're expanding to all the major cities right now, and we've got the infrastructure, the coaches, the instructors, the training. We're ready to go, and we're excited. Things are loosening up a little bit. We're going to be able to get out on the baseball fields, and we have an opportunity to get into reach exponentially amount of children here in the next couple of years. We're super excited about the growth and opportunity.
How did last year with COVID affect your program?
Drastically.
Just shut it down.
We shut down, a complete shutdown. There was. I would say from March to June, zero operations, no classes. We're having some brainstorming meetings at an executive level. What are we going to do? And so we actually launched Little Rookies Plus, which was super exciting. That was a great opportunity for us to at least reach children as best we can. Mm-hmm. So we created a lot of content, video content, teaching drills at home, what you can do at home with your mom and dad, with the stuff you have at home. Right. Using what you can do, using what you have, rolling up a ball of socks, throwing them in a hamper, it's baseball. Mm-hmm. Hey, let's gamify it, make it a game. We're new norms. Right. So I'm okay with my son playing ball in the house. I don't know, It's a different time. So anytime they can get some work in, we wanted to get that opportunity out to everybody as best we can. So Little Rookies Plus has a lot of content. We're now including that with all of our subscriptions. So it's included with any registration.
Yeah, I wrote it down, kind of virtual and on field, and we've never had to really say virtual, right? Yeah. Until about a year or so ago, where almost every time it was, even if it's not an organized thing, you're gathering with your friends on the field, you're playing, you're out, you're around, you're playing on how many teams does your kid play on right now? 2 right now, yeah. He's a 12-year-old, so he's on 2 different baseball teams. There's games all the time. Dan's always texting me, got a doubleheader Saturday, and
it's a long. 4 hours is a long time.
It's a long time, right?
To be at that field.
Virtual was never anything that we had to even think about, but now you have a lot of parents who probably don't have the the skill level of like coaches that are coaching kids playing baseball or any sport, and now you're at the house. Like, what do you do? How do you help your kid not have a year off? Right, is one thing that I always think about. But also, how do you have your kids stay involved so that after the year is over, they want to continue doing what they were doing, whether it was baseball, lacrosse, football. It's like if you give somebody a year off sometimes, like they might lose some passion, especially at like those ages where it's like you put them in those things. And, like we both have young kids, so you're not trying to like force them into stuff. You want them to pick it, but you want them doing things, right? And it feels like with what you guys do, that is what your entire Little Rookies is all about. It's just like you said, throwing a sock to somebody, learning how to catch. It's such a skill for like their life that they can have in athletics, but that early is super young on it. So I'd love to know some of the things that you guys are doing out there with like even drills on stuff like that. But you made it a perfect point. Like, yeah, it doesn't need to be a hard baseball. It can be literally a sock. It can be a koosh ball. I always used to have koosh balls all the time. That's cool. What I've like taught my daughter to throw with. So is that this type of stuff that's going on out on the field and in virtual lessons? A little different than the almost normal like baseball stuff?
Exactly. So, really the way we started is based on our evaluation of T-ball, how Little League, youth programs, YMCA, they're all doing it. And it's tough. It's tough out there. You have a lot of standing around. Maybe one coach makes it, to the practice and they just do the best they can. It's volunteer dads out there and that's great. What we would like to do and what we've done is we've set up a circuit. It's a circuit training. There's no scores, no teams, right? It's all development, but we gamify the drills, right? So we make it fun. The balls we're using, we use a combination of like those squishy stress balls. That are designed as baseballs, and those work really well for the 2-year-olds. And then we also use racket balls and wiffle balls. So the racket balls are a really good size, and they're rubber and bouncy. So it makes them feel they can throw it farther. It keeps going, keeps bouncing, and it's super good for their confidence. And so basically we have them different stations, so no one's standing around. If someone's, sitting, waiting, hey bud, come join this drill, come hop in, you're up, you're due, batter up, so we want to keep them going, keep them moving. I think, it's something that, I think the elite teams, even all the way up through 12U and stuff, my son's 8U, we're in coach pitch. And so, all the way through that, it's still a hard time. They have 2 coaches out there doing their best, keep the kids active. But again, the tough part is there's still a lot of standing around in baseball. So let's keep it active, keep them going, keep it fun. And that's our main mission.
I like that point because I remember when my little ones at the time were playing T-ball. You're right. There's a lot of standing around and
picking the dandelion.
The attention that the kids have just isn't vast, right? So they're looking off into the stars. They're chasing butterflies and doing all this stuff. And you get the one chance to hit, and then the last person in the order gets to hit the home run, right?
Yep.
And that's fun for everybody. But I like the fact that they're just keep the kids moving. Keep them moving to a different drill. Doesn't matter how they're doing or whatever. You're just sort of setting a base for them to give them those fundamentals as they're going to need, when your kid's playing 8U.
Right. Exactly. And the way we have it set up is there's a combination of drills that are baseball skill based and fitness. So we have, ladders out there. We got hurdles out there. There, sometimes that's the funnest part of practice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Over the hurdles. Yeah.
Who do the kids right now? They're still pretty young, but like who do they say are their favorite players?
Are they too young? Do they know anybody?
That's what I'm wondering. Like it's close. Like the 5 and 6 year olds probably have people like it's strange when you get older. Like, and I'm learning this all the time. I'm 37. Like I don't know as many players playing, and I watch a lot of baseball. But it's like when you're a 12-year-old, you remember every. 13-year-old, every player that was on the Red Sox then. Like the whole lineup, and because I'm from New England, and you probably know a lot of teams. Are there players that they just are like, hey, who do you want to be today? Who's up to bat? Are they like, oh, Bryce Harper? Like, do they say names? Like, do they know what's going on?
That's It's sad to say no, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Not, and I'm a big advocate. I would love to see more baseball on TV. I mean, I can't tell you, it's tough to find right now. I'm going to ESPN to try to get some college games. That's the easiest access that I can find to get baseball, get my son watching baseball. So right now it's kind of tough, and then obviously 2 to 6, no one has cell phones, right? So,
yeah, right. And that's where a
media.
lot of the content is, right? It's highlights, it's quick highlights on Twitter and Instagram and stuff. And you're right. I was kind of leading you on that question a bit. Like, it's an existential issue. I think that's the right word. It's good. Good word. Where it's because baseball doesn't have stars as much as they might have used to, right? And it's like they've taken a little bit of fun out of the game with, like, the bat flips and all the unwritten rules of baseball and stuff, where, like, Fernando Tatis Jr. is probably a star, right? Like, there's some stars that need to, like, have personality, and that games kind of constrain that a little bit. So they don't just have, like, the name off the top of their head, like Ken Griffey Jr.
Yeah.
I mean, that was me, right? Like Roger Clemens. Like, it's easy to, like, pick Nomar Garciaparra. Like, those people were, like, polarizing, and, like, you wanted to watch them, and, like, you just knew the superstars. Where if you watched a Little League game or even a T-ball game, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, every kid wanted to be Nomar Garciaparra when I was growing up, right? And, like, every kid wanted to be, whoever else. Like, there's plenty of stars, and it doesn't seem like that as much right now. So that's why I was kind of asking that. Do they say, like, oh, I want to be – I think Bryce Harper always usually first is my person that I'm wondering if that's just generation.
You can go him or Trout, right?
Yeah, or like Mike Trout, but he's in Anaheim. Like, you don't see him much, right?
Mike Trout, Tatis Jr. is catching on. So my son's travel coach just opened up his stance, and I'm like, dude, you look like Tatis Jr.
Yeah.
Showing him highlights, and I'm like, dude, look at what you can do. Like, let's do it.
Yeah, baseball needs that. They need that back. We've got into this a little bit, but it needs to feel more fun, right? And it needs to go faster. That's always been the thing with it. It's like, how do we speed this up a little bit? But also they need superstars, because that's what makes it awesome. That's what getting the baseball card with the piece of gum was all about. Right. It was getting, like, that awesome card that you're like, oh yeah, I know this guy. Right now, if I get a set of baseball cards, I don't know how many people I would know in there, and I'm a baseball guy.
Yeah.
So it's getting to be like that a little bit. Do you have a baseball background, James, at all, or was this more?
I do. So I grew up playing ball, always, through the Little League, travel. We went as far as we could, and through high school, we had an opportunity to go to semi-regionals with our, through our high schools. But, a lot of my experience was spent, I'm not a superstar. I didn't play. I'm not, an ex-pro ball player, but my experience is I'm the cheerleader. I was always the cheerleader of the team. I kept my team up and going, and teaching them, helping the game within the game, being the smart guy on the team, and just using what all I can do to help my team. And that's what I try to bring to little rookies. I did get an opportunity to play club baseball, college ball through Texas State, which gave me a different perspective. We managed ourselves. I was a treasurer. I got to schedule our fields, schedule our umpires, schedule the games, travel. We still travel. It was fun, good time, good group of guys. But it gave me the organizational perspective I needed to know what it takes to run an organization. It's tough. We want to provide a good experience for not only our players, but our parents, our coaches. And I think that's where sometimes we miss the mark as leaders, as coaches, as presidents of organizations. All that is, it's an all-around experience. We sometimes forget about the parents, or we might forget about the coaches, or how everyone feels. But really, it's a combination of everybody working together to reach common goal, which is for the kids. We want more kids in baseball, more opportunity. How are we going to get those superstars? We're going to get them by having more players. There's more chances to get those superstars if there's more kids playing.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a great way to put it, for sure. Did you go to UTSA? Did I read that?
I did.
Roadrunners? Is that the Roadrunners?
Yeah, so
One of my
fun
best
story.
friends went to UTSA and played baseball there, and then was drafted by the Brewers. So that's why I know I think I have a hat that has a Roadrunner on it. So I was going to try to find it today, but I think it's up in Maine. Yep.
Yeah, I loved UTSA. It's my hometown, and got to see a bunch of baseball there. We have UTSA, we got Incarnate Word. So those were one of the two top teams I like to go watch, and it was always fun. But just fun story about UTSA. I transferred there our inaugural season of football. So I'm also a football player, right? I played football. I'm not a big guy, okay? Not a big guy.
You don't need to be a big guy.
Hey, well, so I went out, they they look, obviously the vertical, right? It's measured off of how tall you are. Well, I'm the guy that had to lower, to make sure I reached the
first
bottom
one.
tier.
Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha.
So, but yeah, long story short, yeah, didn't make the team. So,
What Tip and I were talking about this a little bit earlier. I guess couple questions. How are the numbers for the little ones compared to previous years? Going down, going up? And
non-COVID related.
Non-COVID.
Just baseball,
in a normal, perfect world.
Right.
so
No
here's the
COVID.
numbers.
Right.
Yeah, the numbers we're seeing, is so for T-ball, 2 million kids play T-ball, right? Over 2 million kids play T-ball. From there, we start to see a sharp decline, right, after 6 years old. The reason for that is primarily because of the poor experience. When I coached my son in T-ball at the Little League, I can't do it all, right? There's 12 kids out there. One guy can't do it all. It's just impossible. And so, being able to have a good experience at the introductory level is what's going to continue to keep the players on board and want to play baseball.
Yeah. All right. So here's the follow up to that, because my kids played T-ball, and then my son, who's 12 now, he's back playing baseball, but played at 7 years old. They were doing kid pitch. And it's kind of like, why are they having these 7-year-olds pitch to one another? One, you get a really good pitcher who strikes everybody out, which is very, very rare.
Or somebody who throws strikes.
Or somebody who just walks everybody or hits everybody. You know what I mean? So everybody playing defense doesn't learn the game, and they're not playing. They're just sitting out in the infield building sandcastles. So he stopped playing after that year, after that bad experience that you had. And the reason that we got is why it was because another parent and I were like, hell, we'll just buy him a pitching machine, or we'll pitch to him. Why can't we pitch to him so everybody gets involved? Their answer was, well, lacrosse is getting a lot of numbers. It's faster. Kids pitch. Them pitching is something they want to do. It keeps them in the sport.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I think we're all about building confidence. Okay, anything that's going to reduce their confidence level, in my opinion, it's a negative for baseball, right? So if they're going to be out there, like you said, pitching a bunch of balls, walking kids, that's not fun, right? Who wants to go up to bat and not get a chance to hit a good pitch, So I prefer the coach pitch at that level. The machines are okay, but I would prefer the coach pitch, because at least they get an opportunity to, adjust the speed a little bit for certain kids.
Right.
They get an opportunity to get a good hit. I mean, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for confidence building. Even if it's a line drive to second base, mom and dad are still cheering.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
good contact.
This is a bold
good contact.
That's right. This is a Bull Durham quote that I'm stealing, but be democratic. Like, you want ground balls. So, you don't want to strike everybody out. That's what he says to him, Nuke LaLoosh on the mound, where it's like a pitcher that tries to strike everybody out. And that's what happens there. If a shortstop doesn't get a ground ball, something's not right. You want the game to move. There's a flow to it. There's a dance to it. And it's boring when you do that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But if the game is a pitcher that throws strikes, guys hit ball, there's ground balls, there's fly balls, there's home runs, there's doubles, there's singles, and it moves fast, there's stolen bases, then it's a great game. When it starts to be step. I always call it like, when the TV camera is on you and you step out of the box for 2 minutes, adjusting your elbow sleeve and your batting gloves and everything. It's like, this is what the problem is.
Yeah.
Like, you're getting the camera on you, and that's awesome for like your brand, but this is bad for the baseball brand. You want to go, and like let the flair come out. Like when you hit a home run, be that hero, be that like superstar, So it's I mean, I love the sport. I love that you guys are doing it. Getting kids to play is huge. It's still strange to me. I go by baseball fields all the time. There's kids playing baseball, and people talk about how like the numbers are down, but it's like, Jesus, kids out here all the time on every little league field, on every field that you see. So the game feels in a good spot that way, but you can feel that decline. But we need 2 to 6 year olds playing. So we're glad you guys are doing this, and we'll ask you our question that we asked to everybody.
Well, I got one more real quick.
You got one more.
You're
Go
national,
ahead.
and obviously you can't do this in the Northeast or the colder areas, but is little rookies in those southern states or western states, like, do you have programs all year
Oh, it's
year
a good
long?
question. That's a good question.
Or is it just like, spring to early summer type thing?
No, we're able to provide little rookies year round, even in the northern markets. We're
Cool.
Yeah, indoor facilities as best we can, and we don't want to skip a beat. We want the kids to be available to play and at their comfort, at their leisure. So if it's in the fall during October, when they're seeing all these playoff games and stuff, that's getting them geared up. Well, come sign up. Let's go play.
Right.
Let's try it. We're going to catch them whenever we can. Okay, let's do it.
How many locations are there total?
So right now we are in 60 different cities across the U.S.
Yeah.
We currently have about 180 active classes starting as soon as next weekend. So we're super excited. We're ramping up in Southern California right now. Big classes, a lot of instructors. It's going to be a fun time out there.
Nice.
Good. Yeah, you guys are all over the place. It's awesome. So we ask everybody on the show, so this can bring out your athlete to you. So you made the football team in our mind at UTSA. So what's your favorite Gatorade color? This is a running thing that we ask everybody. If you had to pick, what is it going to be?
That's a great question. I've went through phases, as a kid and stuff, but my all-time favorite's the original yellow.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that really
That is the original. That's what they came up with at University of Florida.
University of Florida.
That's how
All
it
right.
started. So great
Look at
answer there. Little rookies. Do you have an area? Do you have one in Rhode Island, by the way? Is there one up here? Or in
Not yet. We did have an opportunity during COVID to find a good manager out there, but he got pretty busy. So we're looking. We're always looking for opportunities, coaching opportunities, management opportunities. With our growth right now, our needs are exponential. So
Got it.
Nice.
the more hands, the better.
Well, check it out. How do we find you? How do we find Little Rookies? Where can everybody go?
LittleRookies.com. We're also available on Facebook and Instagram at Little Rookies Baseball.
Perfect. So check that out.
Yeah,
We
James.
appreciate you coming on, James. I love what you're doing for the youth sports world because that's what we're
getting them
into.
outside, getting them mentally into the game, mentally, just fitness.
Learn how to catch.
Just go out and play.
Absolutely. Go out and play. That's what we like. Appreciate it, James. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me on, y'all. Thanks.
All right. Bye
Thank
now,
you,
guys.
James.
See ya.
Past Our Prime is brought to you by Squadlocker. Squadlocker is your one-stop shop for custom team apparel, delivered right to your front door. Learn more by visiting squadlocker.com.